Hi friends, welcome to this class. In this class, we shall discuss about this Robinson annihilation reaction. This Robinson annihilation reaction is also called as MAD reaction. MAD, MAD reaction. That is, it involves three major steps. First step is M. M stands for Michael addition. Michael nucleophilic addition reaction. And the second step, that is A, stands for aldol reaction. Aldol reaction, right? And the third step that stands for D is nothing but dehydration reaction. Sometimes both these are combined and they will called as aldol condensation reaction. Condensation reaction. So that is nothing but Robinson annihilation reaction. So what are the things will happen? Let us discuss that. Let us take one example and what happens. Let us do that, right? So this is the Robinson annihilation. So what I have taken? I have taken, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called ene-one. Ene means double bond which is conjugated to ketone group. Ene-one we call it as ene-one, and this is nothing but simple ketone. And in presence of base, the reaction is occurring and we will get a product, annihilated product. Annihilation means ring forming. Annihilation means ring forming. Ring may not be aromatic, right? But further modification came where we also get the ring which is formed is aromatic ring. But here in this Robinson annihilation, we get a ring which is not an aromatic, right? It is simple a ring, and he used these things, right? So how the reaction occurs? Let us see the mechanism, right? So enone in presence of ketone. So let us see that the mechanism. So this is what? This is ketone, simple ketone, right? CH3 group will be there. Instead of writing CH3, I will write CH. Other two hydrogens will be here. We won't show that in the reaction, right? Because in masters we should not. We know the basics, so we directly show like this, right? And the base we use anything base, NaOH, like that base we can use. So let me use NaOH base. So what it takes? This proton will be acidic. Why it will be acidic? As if take this proton, see here. Here negative charge comes on carbon. This negative charge is stabilized by resonance, right? So we get like this compound, right? This is what? Enolate. Enolate we call it as anion. Negative charge on oxygen. Sometimes in absence of base also this reaction occurs in thermodynamic condition, because these protons will be acidic. Why these are acidic? Because as it goes as H plus, negative charge comes on carbon which is stabilized by the oxygen by resonance, and oxygen is more electronegative, it can easily hold the negative charge, right? Enolate. In the absence of base, if I heat the same aldehyde or the ketone, what I will get? Here I have taken ketone, same thing, double bond O, negative charge comes, right? And here it will be like, see here, like rearrangement reaction it will happen, right? Instead of negative, here hydrogen comes. What happened? This hydrogen, negative charge, that negative charge takes this hydrogen, right? Same thing. In the absence of base, when I heat, the reaction is carried out in thermodynamic condition, I will get this. If the negative charge is there on the compound or on oxygen or carbon, that is called enolate, right? And this is called enol. En stands for double bond. En, all stands for alcohol group, OH group, right? So this is enol, whereas this is enolate, right? And also many of the students will write like this, C double bond O negative. This is wrong. The equilibrium will be more towards this side, oxygen side, compared to this carbon. Why it is so? Because carbon electronegativity is only 2.5, whereas electronegativity of oxygen is 3.5, right? Because oxygen is more electronegative, it can easily hold negative charge, right? Instead of writing this structure, the equilibrium will be more towards like this. So enolate means negative charge, enol means positive charge. Positive means hydrogen will be attached to that oxygen, no negative charge. Why it happens? Because this enol is formed in thermodynamic condition. Thermodynamic condition means like this only. CH3H will be there, right? This lone pair takes this proton, right? So it becomes positive. To neutralize this electron density, shift here. So here positive and here negative. So here bond is formed. So it will be like, right? Easy. This is nothing but tautomerism. Keto enol tautomerism. We have studied. This is enol and this is keto. So this is keto enol tautomerism. Same thing, right? We know. So I told it little fast, right? So this is the mechanism. So what we got, as I am doing the reaction in basic condition, so I got this enolate. Instead of getting enol, I got this enolate, right? So I will write this enolate like this, right? Same enolate. So here what I have this COOR. These things we have discussed. See here, 1 2 3 4. 1 4 nucleophile. This act as nucleophile, right? Because it has got negative charge. The molecule which has rich in electron is as nucleophile. So nucleophile will attack 4th position, right? This is called Michael addition. This step is called Michael addition. Michael addition is nothing what? Nucleophile will add 4th position to enol in enone compound. That is nothing but Michael addition. Michael nucleophilic addition, or it is also called as 1,4 addition. Why it is 1,4 addition? Because nucleophile will add to 4th position, and also sometimes it is also called as indirect addition. Indirect addition. What is this indirect addition? Indirect means, if see here, Grignard reagent I use RMGX, Grignard reagent, negative charge and positive charge. This Grignard reagent, the R negative will directly attack the 2nd position instead of attacking this, because here this nucleophile is a weak nucleophile, whereas this nucleophile is a strong nucleophile. What is strong nucleophile? The nucleophile which has more negative charge. Here also negative charge is there, but if we compare these two, the negative charge on this R minus will be more compared to this. So this is strong nucleophile and this is weak nucleophile. And here this carbon is electrophilic. Why? Because if negative charge takes this oxygen takes the pi bond, here it gets positive, electron deficient. So this is hard site we will call, because it is directly attached to oxygen which is electronegative, and this is away from that, this carbon, this bond, right? C double bond O R. If it takes the negative charge, comes here positive charge, right? Further if it gives, then what happens? Double bond here O minus R, and this gets positive charge. So this is hard electrophile, and this carbon is weak electrophile. Why weak electrophile? This is hard because it is directly attached to more electronegative oxygen, and this is away from that. And we know that as distance increases, inductive effect, those things decreases. So this is weak and this is hard, and we know that this is hard nucleophile, this is soft nucleophile, whereas this is hard electrophile, this is soft electrophile or the weak electrophile. And we know that in inorganic chemistry we have learned hard is a stable product, similarly soft, right? So if this is hard nucleophile attacks the hard site, then the product formed is very stable, right? So that is called 1,2 addition or direct addition. If this is weak nucleophile attacks this weak or the soft electrophilic carbon site, then this is called soft interaction, and that product formed is also stable. See here, so here this weak nucleophile is attacking 4th position, so it is also called as 1,4 addition or indirect addition or Michael addition. If strong nucleophile attacks directly this second second position, that is called 1,2 addition or direct addition, whereas this is indirect addition or 1,4 addition. These things are the basic, you should understand. These things also we learn in reaction mechanism, right? If you are thorough in that, it will be easier, right? So let us discuss. Since this is a weak nucleophile, because the charge is and also nucleophile hard, weak, how we will tell? If charge is stabilized by any oxygen electron withdrawing groups, that nucleophiles are weak. Whereas in RMGX, the charge is only concentrated on R only. It is very rich in electron. So these are called hard nucleophile. Whereas here this carbon negative charge is stabilized by oxygen, right? So whenever there is stabilization, those nucleophiles are called weak nucleophile. That thing you should remember. So the weak nucleophile will attack fourth position. So this is nothing but Michael addition reaction. So what happens? See here. So what happens? C double bond O, this carbon attacks this position. So this is 4, 3, 2, double bond O. Right? It is clear, right? So here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth position, the nucleophile attached. Here see. If I mention like this, 1, 2, 3. See here 1, 2, 3. Third position attached to fourth position. Right? In this way. You should not get confused. Initially while writing, one carbon extra or one carbon less will happen. But as with the time, it will be easier. Right? So this is nothing but Michael addition. So how the reaction happens? See here. Electron density moves here, this electron density shifted here, this bond shifted here, and this bond shifted here, right? So what happens? This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4 bond is formed. Okay, 3, 4 bond is formed, and 4, 3 single bond, 4, 3 single bond, 3, 2 double bond, because this electron density moves here. 3, 2 double bond, and oxygen gets negative charge, O minus. And R is there as usual. But here what happens? This is nothing but enolate, right? So here proton will be there, right? Hence since base will be there, reaction water will be there, H will be there. So this electron density comes here, this comes on this carbon. So it will be like CO R, and this carbon gets negative charge, right? Resonance, negative charge. And from water and from solvent, this negative carbon gets proton and it becomes neutral, like this. So this is the Michael addition, first step product, right? So this is first step product. Let me write it like that. So I told many stories. Those, if you have the good basic knowledge, you will understand. If not, again you revise, right? Again you see the video, and also I will explain them in detail when I explain the reaction mechanism. So no need to worry now, right? So this is the product. What we got? The COR. So here R, let us take any group, anything, but not methyl. Not methyl. Why not methyl? I will explain. So see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I do 1, 2, 3, 4, not good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If here also I can write this proton, I can write in form of enolate structure, right? Like this also I can write O minus COR. And then what happens? This electron density comes back and this will attack this. This is nothing but aldol reaction. So what happens? See here. How many membered ring? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 membered ring. So what happens? Let me write first 6 membered ring like this. Right? And let me take this as 1. So what happens? Here it will get O minus charge, and at first position R group is there. Second 2, 3, 4, fifth position double bond comes, and sixth position attaches to first position. So sixth position, this is attached to first position, right? So here in solvent, proton will be there, right? Water will be there. So water means HOH, this electron density take this proton. So what we will get? We will get like this, right? So this is aldol reaction, followed by condensation. What is condensation? Condensation is nothing but dehydration. Dehydration means removal of water molecule. So how water molecule will go? Yeah, water molecule, see here. Here I have one proton, two protons are there. Let me take only one proton from here. So what happens in this reaction will be elevated temperature, and this name of this reaction is E1CB reaction. Elimination unimolecular through conjugate base, right? These things E1, E2, E1CB, when we learn this, there will we will learn about these in detail, but now just you understand. So this is ketone form, so I can write it like enolate form. So what happens? O minus double bond OH, right? And here R group is there. So what happens at elevated temperature, E1CB reaction? This is nothing but through this conjugate. These are called conjugate base, and this electron density moves here and oxygen moves with O minus, right? So we got this product. Here H is there, it becomes H plus, right? And now OH is leaving as OH minus. So this will combine together to form H2O, neutral. So water molecule is eliminated. So this is nothing but dehydration, right? This is nothing but dehydration. So this is aldol reaction, this is dehydration. So we both, by combining, we can say aldol condensation reaction, and this reaction is through E1CB mechanism. In this mechanism also I have told, this proton will be eliminated as H plus, negative charge is stabilized by carbonyl, and this is also called as ketoenol tautomerism, and we got this structure, and electron density moves here like this, and OH minus will come. So OH minus H plus becomes H2O, and we are left with our compound, required compound. This is nothing but Robinson annihilation reaction. So here annihilation means a ring we have got which is not aromatic, right? So it is non-aromatic ring we have got. So first one is Michael addition, aldol reaction, dehydration is nothing but condensation. We combine these two, aldol condensation, and during condensation it will go through E1CB reaction. And you may ask, OH is a bad leaving group, but here you are making it as a leaving group like OH minus. How you will do? The only thing is this reaction is occurring in thermodynamic condition, at heating condition. The temperature will be more than 100 degrees Celsius. Because of this temperature, what happens? This water eliminated will be in the form of steam, that is gas. So what happens? The entropy of this reaction increases, that is randomness, entropy, delta S increases. As entropy increases, the reaction will be more forward direction according to thermodynamic Le-Chatelier principle. So whenever there is more number of molecules are released, that is water in gaseous phase, entropy increases, then the reaction moves to forward reaction. The bad leaving group OH minus also leaves because of this delta S is positive, and also this reaction occurs at elevated temperature, and this mechanism is called E1CB mechanism. So this is all about Robinson annihilation reactions, right? So yeah, everything I have explained, right? And one more thing, why only 6-membered ring is formed? And we know that whenever ring formation reaction occurs, always 5-membered ring is formed first, followed by 6, 7 and so on. This thing we know because 5-membered is thermodynamically stable compared to 6-membered and 7-membered. Here no chance of 5-membered ring formation, because see here, To happen ring formation, proton will be there. Here proton is there. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6-membered ring it can form, right? If here instead of R, if I have methyl group like CH3, then here there is chance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This ring formation reaction can also occur, right? So only these two possible, from this or from this. You may ask, here also proton is there, why can't we form bond between this allyl reaction between this carbon and this, right? But problem is here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-membered ring it will form. 4-membered ring are unfavorable because these are highly strained, right? So 5-membered ring are thermodynamically stable, followed by 6, 7. So we try to see that only these rings can be formed. And also I give you the structure like this, right? R I told it should not be methyl group. If see here, what happens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why I am taking 1? You are getting right. Here proton will be there. We can knock out proton at elevated temperature so that negative charge will be there, so that it will be stabilized by this oxygen, but it can react to this carbonyl to form aldol reaction. So this carbon is taken as 1, right? So one more thing about this reaction is that, see here, negative charge, if I want to write this in cyclic form, like that also I can write. See here, this is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 position, double bond O R, right? Here if negative charge comes, it can easily attack. See here, it can easily form 6-membered ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Instead of writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, why only this big distance? If you write in cyclic form, we will get this structure, right? 6-membered transition state with the 6-membered transition state. So what happens? COO O minus comes here, R is as usual, right? And in proton, in solvent, we will get OH, and through E1CP reaction, it is like conjugate base, ketonal tautomerism, O minus will be there, double bond will be there, and here OH, elimination of water molecule occurs, right? I hope you are not getting confused. So here what I will get, this pi bond will shift here, so I will get double bond here, ketone group as usual here, what will be eliminated, and this is the product, right? Same product like that. Here R is there at which positions? Here R, right? R and here R, right? This is same as this thing. If I open it, see here 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-membered. So 6-membered. First position double bond, second position nothing, second and third double bond, and R group 4, 5, 6. Same as that. If I rotate it like that, I will get the same thing. So because of this transition state 6-membered, it will do only 6-membered or 5-membered annulation, ring formation occurs. That is all about Robinson annulation. In next class we shall see few more examples.